Alright, time for a rather quick video about special teams. Listen, I know special teams isn't something that people are constantly talking about entering a game and don't pay a ton of attention to, but it still is an important aspect of football. And I would point to last year, I made a quick video about this and kind of talked about the Eagles punting situation and how, on paper that actually was kind of a big deal once I dove into it and once, you paid a little bit more attention to it. And that ended up having a big impact in last year's Super Bowl of Kadarius Toney's big punt return, and it had a couple other key plays. So definitely it's worth talking about going into this. Well, let's talk about it. So first, bottom of the screen, sorry, it's, using Pro Football References numbers, which might be a little bit small and hard to read, but we're doing what we can here. I'll explain it if you can't quite make out what it's saying. But, this is Jake Moody's field goal percentage and field goal stats here, where you see he has an 84 field goal percentage, which is definitely on the lower side. Although you look at the splits and kind of what jumps out at you is only one missed field goal from under 40 yards. He also only has one missed extra point. So those easy field goals, those 39 and less yard field goals, he's been very good at. The 40 to 49 range, he's missed a couple and has also missed one in the 50 plus range. So that's kind of what brings his overall numbers down, but he's been very consistent kind of from, under 40 yards. Now, the playoffs has been a little bit different. He's currently 3 for his last 6, actually, and in the playoffs, he's only, he's, 3 for his last 5 in the playoffs. So, again, 2 missed field goals. You can't go crazy, but still missed one of his 2 field goal attempts against the Packers and missed one of his 3 field goal attempts against the Lions, and both were makeable kicks, in my opinion. Both were under 50 yards. So, definitely, you got to look at that as, okay, there's something that's a tad concerning if you're a 49ers fan, because on the other side, these are Harrison Butker's career stats. You see a very good 89.1 field goal percentage over his career. That's kind of a sizable difference, a 5-point difference in general. But also this season, Butker is currently at a 94.3 percentage pace. He has a huge leg and also can hit with a ton of accuracy. So both of those two things very impactful. And you do have to wonder where. Listen, if Butker makes one more field goal than Moody does in terms of just like if they have the same amount of attempts, that's 3 points on the board. That's a pretty big swing in a football game. So definitely it could matter. Although of course any kicker can miss any given day. We saw Bass, good kicker for the Bills. He missed the key one, so you never can say for certain. But definitely on paper, advantage Kansas City. As for the punting, there is a slight advantage here for the San Francisco 49ers. You see that, for the 49ers, first to top, that's Mitch Wishnowsky. That is the punter for the 49ers, who on the net average is 4.27, whereas Richie James is at a little bit under 8 yards per return. So, again, I'm using net yards here, not total yards. A lot of people use total yards, but to me, net makes more sense because, again, yes, it's great if you just punt the ball all the way down the field, but if you give guys opportunity to return it, your average punt yardage goes up, but your net punt might not. And again, obviously, I'm talking about punters, but plenty of people are on special teams. It's not just the punter and the returner. Those are just the 2 biggest names in that capacity. For the other side, you see, again, it's nothing massive, but Tommy Townsend, a little bit lower total net yards per punt, 41.9. These are both solid numbers, neither otherworldly, him and Wishnowsky. Ray McLeod is slightly better than Richie James. Richie James has been kind of on the lower end of yards per return. Ray McLeod's been very good. So, again, does Kadarius Toney come back in? Does he get in the lineup there? I don't know about that. But to me, this feels like, slight advantage to to San Francisco here. I don't think it's enough to make up for the kicking advantage. So, overall special teams advantage, I am leaning towards Kansas City here. But I don't think it's crazy one way or the other. And on paper, I'm not expecting special teams to have the biggest impact in this game. If it did, it'd probably be two field goals made or missed. That'd be my guess. But again, who knows? It's one game, anything can happen. So yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from y'all. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.